guys, this is me again, your favorite Texas trucker, and something's come up, and I got a friend of mine who's trying to get his permit. So it's when I got my permit, I didn't know a lot about what I had to do, but it's really a fairly simple process. It's going to cost you some money. Each state is a little bit different. I don't know what the fees are in your state. I know that you have an option when you get your permit to just go ahead and take all of your written tests all at one time. And there's an advantage to that. The advantage to that is that it knocks out, that requirement when you go to test out. When you go to test out, then all you have to do is do the driving portion of the test and you're finished. I didn't know that when I took my test, so what I did was I went there and I took the minimum amount of tests required to get the permit. Then I had to go back and take all the rest of my tests to get my CDL and then my doubles, triples, and tanker endorsements, because I have doubles, triples, and tanker endorsements also. So what you do is you go to your local DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles. In Texas, it's the DPS office, Department of Public Safety. The place that you go to get your license and take your exams. That's where you go. And you go up there to the desk and you tell them. I have in Texas, it's a Class C license, which is allows you to drive personal vehicles. And you tell them I have a Class C license, fixing to get a job as a truck driver. I need to get a commercial motor vehicles license, and I need the study booklet, and I need to know what chapters of the study booklet that I need to study. Every state's study booklet has the same information in it, but they're not necessarily the same. They're set up differently. So each state is going to have a different title of information that you need to study, or it's going to have like in Texas, I think it's called general knowledge and air brakes. I think you have to take combination vehicles or something like that. Anyway, I don't remember. It's been too long since I've taken the test. I done forgot what I was supposed to study to get the permit. I haven't forgot the information. I just forgot what chapters to study. They told me, and I got home and I couldn't remember what chapters I was supposed to be studying again, so I went back to the DPS office and asked them again, and they wrote it down for me because I'm a little hard-headed. And and I went back and I studied it. Well, the first time that I studied it, I studied in the book, and I thought that I had it, but I didn't. And I went down there to take the test and I failed it, and it was a reality check for me because I thought, damn man, I know all this stuff already, and I don't need to study it that much, and I did study it, it's not like I blew it off. I did study it. I don't know, maybe I just didn't give it the attention it needed and I failed, and that pissed me off. So I went home and I studied that entire day, that entire night, all night long, didn't sleep, went back, took the test the next morning and aced it. Okay. But again, I only took the basic amount needed to get the test over with. Okay. What I should have done and what I would have done had I known, and what I advise you to do, is to study thoroughly for the entire test. Everything that is written, get all your endorsements. Hazmat's a little bit more difficult to get, but get your doubles, triples, tankers endorsements. Go ahead and get them on there. Take those tests, because you never know when you're going to need them, and you got it done. If later you decide you need your hazmat, then you go back later and take your hazmat test. But go ahead and study all that stuff. There's several websites. You can go to thetruckersreport.com. All right, and on thetruckersreport.com, they have practice CDL tests that you can take. Hit those tests up and take them. Take everything. Just cycle through them over and over and over and over again. ChristCDL.com, CRIST-CDL.com is another place that you can go to take and practice tests, and use several of these places. Go through and Google practice commercial vehicle tests, and you'll get a bunch of them. Some of them want you to pay for it. You don't need that. Don't pay for them. There's plenty of free testing sites. Pick 3 or 4 of the best ones and just start cycling through every one of their tests over and over and over and over and over and over again until you've got everything down, and you'll pass. You'll be just fine. And then go in there and just take all your written tests. Take everything all at one time. It gets that whole thing out of the way. It'll save you a lot of time when you're actually out with a trainer and you have to get your test, because taking those tests can take a couple hours. You know, go ahead and get that over with, get it knocked out. That way you don't lose that time when you're in there getting your CDL test when you're out on the road. All right, that's my tip. So, you know, let me know what you think about it, and peace out.